This segment of the news is brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Two ceremonies took place over the weekend to recognize our country's heroes.
States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Saturday, our nation celebrated our military veterans. We had two events around town, the first one being held at the VFW post on Homestead Road, which featured various speakers, including Commander Tom Vick.
On this day, Veterans Day, we are commemorating the services of veterans of all wars. We remember how men and women set aside their civilian pursuits to serve their nation's cause, defending the freedom of man and preserving our precious American heritage.
Also speaking was Commander of the Disabled American Veterans, Greg Cardarelli. Officials from the VFW post changed out the flags, which they do on an annual basis during this ceremony. The event ended with the Nevada Silver Tappers performing for the crowd. The next event was held at the Chief Tacoma Cemetery inside the Veterans Memorial by the Disabled American Veterans, led by Commander Greg Cardarelli.
This nation will remain the land of the free only so long as it is the home of the brave. This is why we are all gathered here this evening to celebrate those brave men and women who have and who continue to keep our nation the land of the free.
Singing the national anthem was Patty Diamond.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
The Kiwanis Key Club kids did a presentation on the history of Veterans Day. Also taking part in the ceremony was the Pahrump Valley High School Band and the local Girl Scouts. All of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio want to thank our veterans for their service.
O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Just beautiful. And thanks to Darby O'Donnell for filming that for me. Well, the Board of County Commissioners discussed an endangered species and the designation of staff for communications with government officials in regards to sage grouse during their last meeting.
This is, Marina, I'm going to turn this to you. I'm going to open this as discussion deliberation regarding determining county cooperating status with sage grouse and all the other four things listed. And in your motion, I hope you will appoint yourself as the point of contact, since you have the most knowledge with this and your district is most heavily involved in this. So
I don't really feel comfortable about appointing myself, but I will give you an outline of what this is. As many people know, the administration has pulled back the regular sage grouse plan that was put through by BLM and the Fish and Wildlife Service. They've pulled that back and told them to go back to their drawing board. This is an opportunity to be at the table with those new plans that are coming forward. The state has already offered up a plan for sage grouse. I would be honored to represent Nye County as the point of contact on this. However, the staff help that I am looking for will be NACO staff, which is already working on this issue. There's no reason to put more people in at the table when they're already doing it. So that would be my suggestion, but I'd prefer that the motion come from someone else.
I'll do that.
go ahead, John.
I'll make that motion and recommend we appoint Commissioner Whitman as our point person and NACO as the rest of the team.
Second.
Thank you. I'll second that.
All right, motion by Koenig, second by Borowski, third by Wickman. Further discussion? Anybody? Once, twice? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Angela Miles tells us why blueberries may be tough to get this season.
Singles Day turned into a huge sensation this year for Alibaba. November 11th is the day people who are not married celebrate their singlehood by buying gifts. Alibaba is the Chinese version of Amazon. In the first 15 minutes of Singles Day, sales on Alibaba surged to $5 billion, making it the fastest gain ever. In our IPO watch, a telecommunications company called Bandwidth showed some strength in its first day of trading in the stock market. Shares priced in at $20. The company is based in Raleigh, North Carolina. In Ohio, workers at a Chinese-owned car glass plant voted against unionizing. The UAW blames the Fuyao company's aggressive anti-union tactics. And in Maine, it's a tough harvest season for wild blueberries. The crop is down sharply after a summer that lacked enough rain. Maine produces about 1/10 of the blueberry crops in the U.S.
After this break, Dr. Tom Waters presents an Act of Kindness Award.